What you are about to experience may contain violence, disturbing imagery, adult themes, and may leave you hungry for power and blood. Proceed at your own risk.
Each night you return to me, you see me stronger than ever, and I thank you for that. In return, let me continue to tell you the story of Manchester as I see it. Magic and shadows are weaving their way through the streets, plucking up the unwary and those most in need. Kai, for instance, chaos incarnate, has been absent the last few days. No doubt the consequences of his actions caught up to him. Lake was praised by a sire with one hand for an incredible discovery, a soul within a skeleton, but with the other hand scolded for her choice in friends. The Waitress has been desperate to know who Paul is and why he's leaning on her. If he's someone's ghoul like the caterer says she is, then he isn't her only enemy. Connie and Darius have been looking for allies because alone, the Anarchs would be unable to stop the corruption in the Camarilla. They've scheduled a battle of the bands for this evening. No doubt a clever ruse to hide some illicit activity. Because tonight, Prince Lionel Orsova has called Elysium, an event with almost all of the Manchester kindred present, so the Anarchs may explain their actions. However, we begin this evening with the Waitress, tending to her bar, all alone. Do you like being alone, Waitress?
I do, yeah.
It's
yeah.
It's pretty
More
calm here
control.
tonight.
Yeah.
You have more control?
Yeah, when no one's there. Other people are chaotic.
Surely there's some constant in your life.
The
People.
horse.
Well. What are you doing at the horse this evening? As you work?
Well, it's not so busy, so I'm just checking stock, kind of thinking of what we might need for next week. Yeah, cleaning up, getting behind the bar in those corners that I normally can't get to when it's really busy.
What's your immediate reaction when you see the man from a couple of weeks ago walk through the door?
A little bit cold. Blood runs cold, you know, if that saying were applicable, but
He's arrived. He seems in good spirits. He's brought a couple of friends.
huh. Okay. Couple of friends. Can I take a closer look at them, maybe? Do they just look like a group of...
They look like a social group together. Yeah, there's 3 dudes.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll serve them, so...
Yeah. 2 of them sit down, and the guy construction worker from a couple of weeks ago. He comes up to the bar and is like, hello again.
Hi. How you doing?
Better than last time I saw. I don't suppose you remember me, but yeah, I'm all good. Thank you for asking. Can I have 3 pints of lager? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
Have peanuts?
Oh, yeah, maybe in the back. I can check for you in just a second. Yeah, how about I go do that, and then I'll come back and pour your pints. Bring it over to your table if
Yep.
you just want to take a seat.
Oh, cheers. Thank you.
Yeah.
He goes and takes a seat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the back and see if there's any peanuts hanging around.
You find peanuts. Just a big old box of them.
Yeah, I'll just dump some into a bowl and then come back out and pour some pints and head on over. Here are your pints and your peanuts. Is there anything else I can get for you?
That's right. Cheers.
All right, let me know if you need anything. I'll just be at the bar.
Can you do a wits plus insight roll, please?
Yes. Well,
1 success. You hear them start chatting to each other. They seem in pretty good spirits. They're clearly all friends, making jokes.
okay. I might just kind of walk back over.
To the table,
Yeah.
if you'd like to.
Yeah. Oh, crazy question. You came in a couple of weeks ago, right? You said that? I think I remember you. What was your name again?
Oh, hi, I'm Dave. Do you...
Right. Nice to see you, Dave. I just like to get to know all my regulars, you know? That's what makes the horse a beautiful place to be, so.
Yeah, thanks. I'm glad you remembered me.
All right.
Now
well,
that you're here,
Oh, sure.
I don't suppose one of the other guys speaks up and it's like, do I recognize you from somewhere?
I don't think so. I just kind of work here. I mean, maybe if you've been here before, then you'd see me around, but
No. I've not been here before. How long have you been here? Like in town, I guess.
yeah, like around a year or something. I guess I just have one of those faces, you know?
Yeah. You're one of those faces. Be sure we haven't met before.
Have I met this guy before?
Do a memory roll. Let's say intelligence plus resolve.
Okay. Oof.
1 success. You do not remember this guy at all. He's got like some pretty scruffy stubble, like 3-5 days worth of stubble. He's like a little bit balding on top, and like just like a little bit tanned, like he works outside. A little bit wrinkly, so he's probably older. You sure we haven't met somewhere before?
No, I don't think so. It's kind of weird. I mean, again, I might just... No, how many redheads are there in Manchester?
Probably a few, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll count them.
I'd wager a few.
Are you trying to dissuade him of the idea that he's met you before?
Oh, that's a hard question. Because I'm curious as to why he thinks he has met me. Is there any sort of other investigation that I could do here? I guess I've kind of rolled my rolls on this, right?
You can absolutely investigate. How would you like to do that?
I remember that Dave had that charm with that symbol. Do I see that symbol on these other two in any way?
Wits plus awareness. So that is 5 successes plus a crit, 7 successes.
Okay.
You see just poking out of one of the shirt pockets of this guy. He's wearing like a what's the cross hatched similar shirt to you, but probably red.
Okay.
And you can see the outline of what looks like a very similar symbol to the one just through the cloth of the shirt. Except it's more ornate. It is a circle with a triangle in it. It appears to be like a bump, a dot in the center of this circle. And coming off of the top and the bottom, 2 little curves that intersect through the circle.
Do I have the same feeling as I did the first time that I saw this symbol?
Roll 3 dice. Two successes. It's starting to make you queasy. It's like somewhere in the haystack of your mind, it's all fuzzy, but there is a pin hidden there, and it is pushing into something you care about. It is a pain point that you cannot find, and your beast begins to assert itself as this queasiness causes you to kind of fall back on instinct. You feel the need to assert yourself and your ownership.
Okay. I would like to one moment.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to double check something.
Please do.
Okay. I would like to actually assert the need to make sure this person doesn't remember me. I would like to stop that thought.
Please.
So, I'd like to cloud memory.
Absolutely. Three successes. You look in his eyes, and they lock with yours, and for a moment, before you speak the word forget, you see something twig. And all you can see in his eyes is hatred. But what do you say? Do you meld the word into a sentence to disguise it?
Yeah, I think I do. I probably look deep into his eyes and I say, "Trust me, I have a face that many forget."
And instantly, you see the past few minutes of motion and figuring things out get wiped away. And he blinks a few times. He's like, yeah, I guess so. Like, whatever you were saying. Totally cool. Redhead. Did you need something?
Yeah, you know, Dave, your friends, I was just curious. You were talking last time about something you found that made you feel nice.
I don't remember it. What
Like
we talking about?
a group or something? Like a group gathering, book club sort of situation?
Yeah, it's like a fancy book club. Yeah, we all hang out together. Group. Yeah.
Does it have anything to do with that symbol that you had on your keychain? I see your friend has one in a pocket as well over there.
Oh, yeah, they look a little bit shifty once you bring it up. It's yeah, and he kind of pushes it deeper into the pocket. It's just our little social club. Just hanging out.
Just hanging out. What do you do when you hang out?
We help each other, you know, do favors, have readings, book club stuff.
I would like to do something a little bit crazy.
I love that.
I would like to change my face. Sort of lean close to him. And I would like my face to change slowly, kind of imperceptibly at first? Can I do that?
Absolutely. I believe you need to roll stamina plus protein.
One second. Whoops, that was the wrong thing.
We'll take the second one. I'll be generous.
Okay. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm just giving myself a reminder of exactly how this works.
Okay.
Oh, my mistake. I believe it is resolve plus protein.
Ah. May I try again then?
Absolutely.
Or- Okay.
So if in this drop down,
Yeah. I think I have it, but
I filled it in, and then just at the top row, you can click. Ah, there you go.
Okay.
Two successes. You can make 2 changes to your face. How is it that your flesh morphs?
I would like my eyes to become sort of unnaturally large. Like, they seem to grow in this alien way. And I think I'd like my teeth to, like my canines to grow extra long. Like, I kind of want to look very frightening.
Well, in that case, you can roll manipulation plus intimidation plus 2
Okay.
to see what kind of result this has on this man. Oh, 3. You watch him shrink and consider all of the possibilities of the things that he could say about what just happened in front of his eyes. And he just shuffles back into the corner in his seat.
I'd like to know what your group is. If you could tell me about it. What is that symbol?
We all get one. It's the Order. It's the Order of the Silver Moon. It's just a club, and we don't even have to come here if you don't want.
What is the Order of the Silver Moon?
We're all just friends. All just friends. We're helping people.
I want you to keep coming here. Only you, though. Don't bring any of your friends.
We were just finishing our pints, so I'll take them some other place. It's just like a weird train ride from my house, and
Can I cloud all of their memories now? Again.
you will have to roll again. But yes.
Yeah.
Ooh. That is a bestial crit. If you were to accidentally wipe something from someone else's memory, what would it be?
How big are we talking?
Just something small. Detail.
Someone they once knew.
Very well. They all look a bit flabbergasted, and they're coming back to, and they all look at you. Did you need something?
Oh, sorry, boys. I just wanted to check that you're all set up on peanuts. I see you are, so I'll just be at the bar again. If you need anything, let me know.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to the White Horse.
No problem. And you go back to the bar. And that's when Connie comes in.
She still look different? Or was that only to him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she has larger eyes. And even though she's smiling when she opens her mouth a little bit to talk to a customer or something, you can see that her teeth are longer than normal. People are starting to notice.
I sit down at the bar. But I wait for her to come to me.
Yeah, if I see you come in and sit down at the bar, I'll sort of finish taking care of this table and then I'll head over to talk to you.
What's that all about?
Can I undo? Big question. Can I undo the facial changes that I've done, or is it like
By the same
24
process
hours?
again, yes.
Okay. I would like to sort of turn to face the bar and then do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Do your rounds check and the routine. Oh, wait, you can choose a third thing to change if you really want. Unless you
Oh.
want to just return to normal.
The temptation. I think I'll just return to normal. I think I'll just return to normal for now.
Very well.
Yeah. I turn back. Sorry about that.
All right, you all right?
Yeah, I've got some news.
So do I. You can go first.
See that guy over there sitting in the booth? 3 guys. Look a bit confused.
Plaid shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see him.
He's the guy that came in with the symbol. I think they're all kind of in with that, and I found out what it's called. The Order of the Silver Moon.
Josh, do I recognize that?
Let's find out. Let's do a wits plus. Investigation? Or wits plus politics? Oh. Connie! That is 5 successes with a bestial crit. Something in you this evening is irked. I don't know what it is, but
I know what it is.
it makes you angrier. If you know, that's even better. But to you, they are better known as an offshoot of the hermetic orders that you are known.
That's what I thought. Okay. Offshoot, though? Like Kitty Club version? Or are they
Like
serious?
they had their own ideals.
Oh, okay. Good for them. All right.
Full name to you would be the Hermetic Order of the Silver Moon.
It's good to know.
While we're being all honest and upfront, one of them seemed to recognize me. And, I kinda got a feeling that I don't want that. I was able to, make him forget. But I don't, I kinda just like woke up a year ago, started working here. Caterer kinda took me on. And, I don't really know very much. And I gotta be honest, I don't think I actually, I don't think I actually really wanted to know.
What do you
I
mean
kinda
you
just
woke
want-
up? You mean you were sired?
I just have to check one thing.
While that's happening,
Mm-hmm.
if I am familiar with this hermetic order, am I familiar with this mark then that they would have gotten? Obviously not the one she showed me before. But they all get them, right?
They all get them. You're aware.
Is there a particular place where they all get them? Because I want to...
It's. Your guess is that they all get them as part of some sort of initiation rite.
Okay.
And they all vary to this symbol that represents them.
I think I...
But they are all versions of
That.
this.
Okay. And I've seen that on Jack, I assume.
You have not seen that on Jack.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. I am glancing at your exposed skin. See if I see anything similar to that. Casually. I'm not
Okay.
like grabbing you, but I'm not hiding the fact that I'm looking at you either.
Okay. Yeah, I woke up, I mean, I think I was buried. Like maybe I died and was buried. I don't know, I crawled out of the ground. And,
You say a year ago. Do you know
yeah.
when exactly?
It's actually coming up to the day. Halloween, maybe? I think it was, yeah, Halloween. Anyway, it's probably not that weird for us, but,
Yeah, no, that's very weird. Give me your phone. I gotta text Lake. Do you have her number?
yeah, here.
And I'm texting Lake to come to the horse as soon as she can. I have something some sciencey shit she'll be interested in, winky face.
I text back that I'll be there as soon as possible.
Okay. No, that's not really that usual, but I do know that something happened here a year ago. Which means you may be involved in it. But we can ask Lake. Maybe she can, she deals with that kind of stuff. She might know more. Does it
like-
bother you,
What?
not knowing?
I think it did for a while. It did for a while. But then I just kind of thought how beautiful, maybe it sounds stupid, but how beautiful it is to forget. Kind of got this aching feeling like I maybe had a life that someone would want to forget. I don't know. Is that not just every life? I don't know.
That's all of us, yeah. I would say, at least at some point or another.
Yeah. So I just kind of accepted it and went, well, move forward. That's all I can do. So I haven't really looked.
Well, that makes my news not so exciting then.
Sorry.
That's all right. I have something for you. We don't make deals. This is the deed to the White Horse. If you want to help us, you want to help us. If you don't, that's fine too. The horse is yours. However, it needs your real name on it. I'm guessing you don't know what that is.
I don't. How did you get it?
It was easy.
I mean, do I want to know?
It was fine. It was easy. In and out.
She's mine?
I mean, when you put your real name on there, yeah. It sounds like if you want the White Horse, then you have to dig that up. You have to go back. You have to figure out who you were. You have to embrace that life. At least a little.
Just tell me what to do.
Well, first we
I'll
talk
help
with
you.
Lake.
Okay.
It's separate, though, right? I'll help
Yeah.
you. I'll help you with this. Because I like you. I think you're interesting. I'll help you get this sorted, but I'm not expecting anything in return. We don't make deals like the Camarilla. Unless it's with the Camarilla. You understand?
Yeah.
We only
Okay.
want people who want to be here. And it's okay if you don't.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think that table needs serving.
Oh, yeah. Oh, geez. Do you want anything? A cup of coffee?
Sure. Sounds good.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I'll be with you in just a minute.
And a few minutes of service go by, and Lake, and not too long enough after, Darius probably arrives as well.
I will move from the bar then to a booth. Probably the booth where we usually sit together. Wave them over.
I'd head right over.
Hey, sweetie, how you doing?
Pretty good.
You look
How are you?
good. Going somewhere? Oh, yeah. The event.
Yeah, the event
Battle of the Bands.
should be interesting. Anyway, what's
Have a seat.
this?
Sit.
Sure,
Do you want anything?
I'll slide in. No thanks.
Darius, you want to take a seat?
Aye, let's get in.
Is anybody around?
There are a few punters. The waitress is going between the bar, but it's not particularly busy.
Okay, so we can talk without really being heard too much?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Background noise.
Got it. Okay, so... Little bit of a bomb. I think the waitress was involved in whatever fucking happened to make Lionel Prince.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean involved?
She just told me she fucking crawled out of the dirt. She wasn't sired traditionally.
And what does that have to... How is...
Well, the date. The date she woke up and crawled out of the ground.
It's the same date all this shit went down.
Yeah.
Wait, is she spying?
No. I doubt it.
She told you this?
Yeah, she did.
It seems on a level. Wait, crawled out of the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know what
Crawled
that
out of
means.
the ground?
Yeah, crawled out of the fucking ground. Awakened.
Josh, does that mean anything to me? What would I be thinking right now in terms of what she might be other than standard undead?
Intelligence plus occult.
Okay. Whoop. That was not intentional. One moment, please. I'm trying to roll it under intelligence and add occult. It's not popping
Oh,
up.
if you click next to occult first.
Okay.
Then, yeah, it's reverse order.
Yeah.
Okay, plus int. Here we go.
Three successes. If she crawled out of the ground and she is now what appears to be a kindred, you can safely guess that either she is something significantly different from the undead that you have experienced up until recently, or she is a kindred. Dead,
Mm.
but revived by the blood. It
Would
can
there-
take a while.
Would there be a way I guess outside of consulting with my sire, that I could determine anything more about her origins?
Possibly by tasting her blood, it will have a specific quality to it if it is like vampire blood, and that's a surefire way of getting a pretty good idea. But aside from that, I don't believe you have any other knowledge or tools at your disposal to confirm that.
Okay, so the options are she is standard kindred, or she... I don't know that I quite understood the first option. She
could be a much more advanced undead creature than you can
my God.
create.
Oh.
Okay. Right. So, this is a lot. I could taste her blood. That would be something to start with, at least.
Can I
See
watch?
if she's kindred.
You just hungry?
No.
No to me or no to him?
Maybe a little. Yes to you.
Fucking hell, Connie.
No to him.
It's always yes to me, Darius.
Yeah, that's right.
It is.
So, what does she remember before she came out the ground?
Nothing. Although, I think that might have been a lie. Not
So
purposeful.
She could be.
I think she
spy.
could if she tried.
What?
I don't think she's a spy. She told me of her own... I gave her the deed to the White Horse, okay? I got it. Because I don't believe in making deals with people. You know, if she's gonna work with us, she's gonna work with us. Not because she needs something from us. She should have what she wants regardless. So I got it for her.
If I ask and she lets me taste her, then that's something.
Hey, waitress!
Landlady, I think it's called now.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry, did you want anything?
She's gonna taste your blood. See if she can
Yeah, we
figure
might-
some shit out. If you're okay with it, that is.
We could go in the back. I
Or you
Don't
could
wanna
just go
do it
and bring
here.
back a glass of wine. Or two.
Fucking hell, Connie.
I don't want to drain her. I just need a taste.
Sure. Okay.
You don't have to, by the way.
It'll help. So
Help with what? Sorry, not that I...
She's just trying to figure out where you're from, if you know what
Trying
I'm
to-
saying.
Oh. Okay. Sure. What would you prefer?
maybe let's. I don't know. We could go in the kitchen.
Yeah, yeah,
I
okay,
just-
follow me. There's like little alcove behind the kitchen before the staff bathroom. So,
Okay.
I do that thing where, you know, you push both hands on either side, one on the table, one on the thing, and I'm hopping right out and I'm following them to wherever it is that they're fucking going. Hell yeah, I am. You said I could watch.
I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, no shit.
You go into the kitchen. Reggie's out at the moment. You got the space to yourself. Like, waitress.
I will look for a knife, a chef's knife,
Easy.
very sharp. And I'll reach for her wrist and look at her. Can I? And I just take.
You're not gonna cut her with that.
What? I don't.
You're not gonna cut her with that.
I just.
I'll just slowly take her wrist and I'm gonna use my teeth. But I look at you to see if this is okay. I'm keeping eye contact with you. Okay. Then
I'm looking back and
I'll bite into
nodding.
her for you.
You then give me her wrist.
Waitress. You've not experienced this before.
Nope.
When someone bites into you with their kindred teeth, you feel the pinpricks and the welling of the blood. You also feel just that tiny bit of ecstasy. Like there's a connection between you. And when she pulls them out, it's gone.
Is that it?
For now.
I'll have a taste if that's okay.
Yeah.
So I will bring her wrist up to my mouth, and at first I'll just let the blood drip on my lips. Do I get... I'm at 2 hunger. Is anything happening to me here that I need to be aware of, or am I okay with this as is?
2. You could definitely eat. This isn't how you prefer to do it, but something inside of you says that any blood is good blood. And you could just take it. There is nothing compelling you right now.
If I see that she's just sort of like gently sort of leaning her head over, I'm just gonna put my wrist into your mouth.
Oh boy. Immediate latch on. And just
Okay, I won't let anything happen to you.
probably sink a little deeper than I was planning, and take a good drink here before I yank her wrist away and just taste sorry.
Waitress, gain a hunger, like lose a hunger.
I'm gonna wipe my mouth with the back of my hand and hang on to her wrist for a second, kind of steady myself and nod. And what do I taste?
What would you do to her if I told you that she was some other form of undead? Hypothetically. The experiments you could run. What would she be worth to you?
Possibly a lot.
Then I'm very sorry to tell you that you taste delicious but mundane kindred blood.
Take a step back and compose myself.
Is that your
First I
first
look at-
time with...
Didn't know that was... Yeah. I think I understand Darius a little better now.
It's both of us, sweetie.
I look at the waitress and then at Connie and say, you're one of us. That's for sure.
So that's a start.
That's something.
Okay.
I hope it's
Good to know.
good news.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to go on? Anything at all? Any memories? Anything on you? Did you really crawl out of the ground? Were you naked? Was there anyone there?
What are my memories of that night, Josh?
You remember being in a forest. It was cold. You were caked in mud. You were, unfortunately, naked.
Or fortunately.
But that depends. You also remember hunger and other people caked in mud. You remember slaking that hunger. Just little snippets every now and again. Like trying to remember the night before after you've been drinking heavily.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a forest. I was naked. Crawled out of the earth.
No one
There were
there.
other people.
Did you
There
feel?
were other people there, yeah.
Did you talk to them?
I don't remember talking to anybody. My first memory is of hunger.
That
And,
guy out there, he recognized you, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think he's like you? Or do you think he knew you from before?
I don't think he's like me.
Who was the first one of our kind that you found or found you?
The caterer?
Then that's where we start. Did she find you?
I think so.
It's a bit hazy.
I think so. It's hard to remember.
I would find that interesting if she did.
She has always been extremely kind to me.
I'm not saying that this was malicious necessarily.
No, it's okay. I understand.
Just-
I get it. Don't worry.
It's a starting place. Perhaps, if she's willing.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll ask
Sorry,
her
I
if you
can't
want.
give you more.
You want me to poke around? Or do you want to ask her?
I can ask her,
Good.
but I'm not sure what answer we'll get. I've tried asking her in the past,
What did she said?
and she found me, and that not to think about it too much.
Where? Found you where? Did she say?
I don't know. I just usually end up moving on. I stopped asking. It's been a long time since I did.
I look at Connie, so she may not be very forthcoming. I think you're probably our best bet here.
What happens with blood? Can we get her to taste? Can we get her to taste? Kind of like a scent hound? Find her way home?
I don't think we can expect that much detail. At least I couldn't.
What else can you do?
I mean, I'm a
No,
lot less capable.
no, yet you're very capable. But I did mean actually her, you, honey.
Are you fucking finished in there or what?
Yeah.
All right,
You can come in.
it's all right. Let's just go back out to the table. It's fine. Can you wrap
Okay.
that up?
Yeah. One thing I think I remember her saying something about my job being done.
Your job?
Perhaps. Yeah, I never really got it.
Did she send you here, or did you find the horse on your own? Your job?
Yeah.
She knows something then.
I mean, I fell in love with the horse, so I kind of insisted. But, yeah.
Sure.
Sorry, we can go if you
Yeah.
want.
Go ahead, lead the way.
Okay.
Did you miss me?
Always. What happened then?
She's one of us.
She's a lick.
Yeah, that's all we got.
Well, not all we got. We have a couple of leads. That guy over there, don't look now, Darius, for fuck's sake. The guy over to the right, 3 o'clock in the plaid. He said he recognized her.
Reckon she's a shovelhead.
Excuse me?
There are some clans who like to embrace a little different. Embrace you. Bang you over the head with a shovel and shovelhead. And then bury you.
Okay. It's rough to say, but okay, sure.
Did
I
he
don't know.
say where he recognized you from?
No. No, and, he's not gonna know. I don't think I,
We
kinda
can't
made it.
ask him. What?
I just kind of reacted. I, wiped his memory.
What'd you do, kitten?
You can do that?
Yeah?
Is that what
Just
happened to your
made him-
face?
I figured, asking questions normally wasn't really getting me very far, so I thought I'd try another avenue.
You're basically
Or-
one of us already.
Who
I
else
could-
can fucking do that?
See that coming in handy.
Tremere.
Josh,
Bullshit.
do I know who
That's what
can
that sounds like.
do that?
There are a few clans that can manipulate memories to your knowledge.
Are any of them tied to... Oh, I don't know. That's that.
Why, yes. There's a very prominent one that can do that.
And could you possibly pronounce the name again?
For the benefit of everyone, the only correct way to say it is Tzimisce.
Tzimisce.
That's going to get me into trouble. I
Hang on a
think,
minute.
yeah, you've pieced
Connie.
it together.
Gonna try and beckon Connie away from the table.
No. Just fucking say it. Come on. None of that. She gave us everything. Least we can do is return the favor. Unless you don't want to know, kitten, in which case, we'll step away. But if you're ready,
I think I know where you are.
Okay. Yeah, tell me.
There's a certain flavor of blood that can do what you do. And are tied to the embrace of a shovelhead. Tzimisce.
Does that mean anything to you?
Does that mean anything to me?
Does the word Tzimisce mean anything to you?
Yeah.
You might have heard it around the AEC club in the last year.
Okay.
Not very often, though.
I mean, it sounds familiar.
It's not shaking anything loose.
I heard it around the AEC club a couple of
AEC club?
times. But everyone there, they just talk about everything. It's like,
Yeah. It's the club the caterer runs.
everyone is
Oh.
kindred there, pretty much. So,
We can go sometime if you want, dearest. It's actually not that bad.
Don't tell me pumping house music. Yeah, I'd fucking love it.
food's pretty good, though.
Yeah, if you like your homogenated fucking Capri Sun.
How you feeling?
Me?
Yeah, you kitten.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pay attention to that.
Okay. Okay.
Try to stay aware of it. Okay.
I think I'm hungry.
Right.
What are you hungry for? Because I got a few things lined up.
No, she does something special. I think I've seen the tail end of it once.
No, what do you mean special?
Care to show us?
Fairly intimate.
Oh, we don't need to.
Sure, I can show you.
Only if you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna go behind the bar and kind of like look for a regular sitting in a booth.
Yep, there's one in a booth, on a stool, by the bar. Take your pick.
I'll go up to the one on a stool by the bar. Kind of lean over. Hey, how you doing? Been a while.
It's not a problem. Good selection of beer this time, so thought I'd come back to the old haunt.
Yeah. What can I get for you?
You got any of those craft beers? Something, big and fancy.
Well, I got a Guinness.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, sounds good. How have things been?
I have... It's... Things have been a bit tough, It's...
Yeah.
Money's getting tight.
This is
But-
it. Watch this.
I would like to use kind ear.
Please do. That is charisma plus insight. +1. Five successes. The entirety of the bar seems to bend to your will, and this man feels like the center of the universe as he unloads his worries. And you hear basically his life story if you don't stop him. He's an old man. He's just here to relax and have a drink. But there seems to be a connection. And he appreciates that.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's really rough.
Well, it's fine. My niece will have to find something else to do, I suppose.
You know what? I'm sure she will. There's all kinds of crazy opportunities in this wide world. You never know where you're gonna end up. It's true.
I don't suppose you've got opening.
You know what? I actually might do. Why don't you bring her on back sometime maybe next week and we can have a talk? We can have a chat? You know
I
what?
really
I
appreciate
actually realize we might have some craft beer in the back. I don't remember what it's called. Would you like to come with me? And you can maybe pick out one on the house.
Yeah, that's so nice here. And yeah, he gets up and totters round and follows you.
Wait, he's just going with her?
Yep.
The fuck?
Like, what did she say?
Fuck if I know. She just talks to him for a bit. Spill their life story, and then they just go with her.
Just like that. I'd have a lab full if I could do that.
No.
You have other things you can do. Everybody has something that they're good at. Or a few things.
Connie, for instance, is really good at being a bitch.
It can be. Where's your fucking toy?
I know, I was taking a piss off his bike. I think he's going to get another one.
Okay. Is he coming to the Battle of the Bands?
I told him it was on. You know what he's like? He just wants to fucking boost shit and fuck shit up.
Was he going to the other thing we have planned then?
Not sure that's a good idea. I told him about it. He expressed no fucking interest. But I'm okay with that.
Yeah, he's a bit of a wild card.
A bit.
So what's the plan then? What are we doing tonight?
Alright. Well, we need to kill a fucking Ventru.
Oh, that's gross.
No.
Are we going to that thing?
Yeah. I think we should clean up before we go to that.
Go to that first and then go do the deed? Something
You could
tells
swing
me
by the Battle of the Bands.
might
It's
have to.
nearby.
So you want to go to the meeting, then Battle of the Bands, then kill a fuck?
No, the other way. I need to get out some frustration. I'm gonna have to talk to a fucking prick. I was thinking, get some of the boys, get on our bikes, maybe find where this fucking blue blood is, stop him in the middle of the fucking street, in a city, run by a prince who's a fucking Ventru, do it there.
Fuck it, yeah, why not?
What
Like, you
fucking
in?
talking about?
Sure?
Yeah, you are.
Coming, like?
Oh, look at that. Fucking post glow. Look at you, kitten. Rosy
Thank
cheeks.
you. Thank
How?
you.
You look great.
Thank you.
Why did he follow you? How did you do that?
People just like to be listened to, you know? No one really asks how you are these days.
Ain't that the fucking truth? How
I don't
are you,
give a shit.
Darius? No, really, how are you?
Or other than I'm looking down the fucking end of the road and all I can see is a cliff and every other fucking lemon running towards it. Pretty good. We get to meet Head Prick today.
I think that is a good place to take a break. Wash your piss mittens.
Yes.
The
Bye,
waitress will make
bitches.
you. on a lay-by in a Manchester road, traffic rushing by, are 4 bikes, 5 kindred, and a couple of mortals. Darius, you are leading the 9th.
Feels pretty good. Alright, dickheads, gather round. Right. This fucking blue blood's gonna be driving through here. In the fucking... Buffalo, what car was it?
Limo, shiny, black.
Shiny, it looks like a fucking blue blood's car.
Big dick on wheels.
Aye, looks exactly like a penis on wheels. Metaphorically.
And the wheels can be the balls. There you go.
Alright, you always take it too far, don't you?
It's funny.
Right. Anyway, this fucking prick's car, I reckon, we'll just sidle up alongside, give him a bit of a spook, and we'll just surround them, slow down, see what they do, and then fucking kill them. The fucking dick mobile to go by, I guess. Oh, you two, you alright? You can stay here if you want.
No, I'll come.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm coming.
Blake's on me. You get on my bike.
Okay. I hop on.
Yeah, I fire up my Ducati Monster.
Not gonna make
Not
that
long
jump.
after, you watch a slick black limousine start speeding down the motorway, closely followed by an ambulance.
Okay, the second it goes by, I'm just gonna peel out as fast as I can. Try and catch up with the car.
Okay. Darius, you're leading this. I want you to make a dexterity plus drive roll.
How about a leadership?
Dexterity plus leadership if you want. Drive, that's probably better. 3 successes. Buffalo weaves through traffic. You all catch up to the limo. And you've done this a few times. On either side, you roll up.
I'm gonna see if I can see through the windscreen because the sides are probably tinted.
It is. So you go around the front?
Yeah.
You go around the front, you look back, you see a man with a driver's hat on, looking pretty pissed off at you, and a singular woman in the back.
Okay, I look over to the bikes at either side and I nod, and I'll give the driver the finger.
He winds up the division glass and fucking goes for it, just clearly swearing at you through the glass and just telling you to fuck off.
And I'm gonna start slowing down.
The brake lights go on. And you're trying to force him to drive slower.
I'm trying to piss him off so he thinks he can come and fuck me up.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a composure plus drive to me.
Composure plus drive.
Three successes. You slow down and he starts to slow down as well, just a little bit. All the rest of the three of you, you feel probably a little bit threatened as this limousine starts to like veer towards either side, left, right, trying to find a space to move into a different lane and ahead of this prick. But he slows down. He's getting into the 30s. This is...
I turn around and I lean back and I'm like,
you watch the division roll down. You see the woman lean forward. And he steps on the gas. He's going to try and run you over, Darius. Would you like to do something about that?
I do have Lake on the back.
Yeah. Us. Going to try and run us over.
I'm just gonna match speed and keep brake jacking him to see if he's actually seriously trying to run me over.
If you brake check him, you're going to need to do a dex drive as he bumps into your back wheel. Oof. Two successes.
Do I need to reroll?
I would say yes.
Okay. I can reroll.
1.
Oh, damn it. So 1d10.
Ooh, 3 successes. So you cause some skid marks and some screeching, but you manage to accelerate just as his bumper meets your tire. So there's a squeal. You maybe wobble a bit, but like, you're fine. You're just ahead of him. What's the plan now?
Is Connie on her own bike, or does she have the waitress with her?
I don't know. Does the waitress know how to ride a bike?
Nope.
Then I think your arms are wrapped around my waist, I would hope.
Yeah.
She's riding with me.
And where is Buffalo?
Buffalo's on the opposite side to where Connie is, trying to pin these 3 in.
Okay, so I'm Buffalo, and I'm gonna like point to. I'm gonna point to Lake and then point to his bike.
He pulls up next to you.
And I'm gonna just pick her up with his help on his bike.
That is a strength plus drive.
Oh my god, okay. With his help? Does that help at all?
Lake, you get picked up and basically launched onto someone else's bike. I'm very sorry, but you need to take 1 superficial damage, and your shoe is ruined as it gets flicked off when you touch the tarmac.
Eris, you fuckhead.
It's just gone. I'm sorry.
Ooh. Okay.
Should have rode with me.
Clearly.
Yeah, should have. I'm in control of my own bike now.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to not be on my bike, and I would like to jump through the windscreen of the fucking car.
Oh, yeah. That's a strength plus athletics roll, please.
May I assist in any way by, like, coming up with my bike and, like, adding a distraction for the driver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does my lethal body help to get through the windscreen?
Absolutely.
Okay, here's the strength athletics drive.
Okay.
Strength drive. Oh, did I roll the wrong thing? Sorry.
No, that should have been strength athletics.
Okay.
To leap off of a bike.
Straight
Darius,
through the
what
window.
is your intent? You straight through the window.
Straight through the window at him.
At him.
And he used the momentum of the car coming closer to me to try and run me over. And me jumping from the bike. Jam on the brakes to get some bite. Jump straight at him through the window.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, your fat ass goes through the windscreen and you are sitting on a man who is currently impaled by several large shards of glass.
I'm just gonna fucking elbow him. I just stand on the brakes.
Yeah. I think that happens.
Fuck off, you prick! Stop screeching.
He's fighting back, but like you elbow him good. He's not in a good way. Your leather's just about protected you.
And then I'll sort of like pull it into the barrier on the side as long as there aren't any bikes there. Just so we can't drive off straight away. Wait to see what the Ninths do. They can have some fun as well.
Yeah, I think you watch Buffalo is just like swinging a chain, just like having the time of his life. Like, yeah! He wraps it around his fist, pulls out a pistol, and starts shooting at the people in the ambulance. And this limo is slowing down, this ambulance is slowing down, and you come to a stop in the middle of a motorway.
I'll pull us off to the side here, but then I'll get off my bike and I'll go and I'll open the limo and I'll pull whoever's in out. At least the driver.
Yeah, you pick out the driver from underneath Darius and sprawl him on the tarmac. He's bleeding heavily from huge glass slices into him all over.
I shoot him.
He dies. And at this point,
Next.
the 3 people out of the ambulance step out. 2 out the front, 1 out the back. And they raise weapons, pistols, at various points around this group.
I'd like to turn off the car, remove the keys, and throw them into the field by the side of the motorway.
Okay, yeah, this limo isn't going anywhere. And at this point, you see a woman in a very nice velvet side slit royal purple dress elegantly step out the back of the limo. I assume there is a reason for this.
Maybe who the fuck are you?
If you are here, it means you know who I am.
Alright, you got me. Easy way or hard way?
I always prefer the easy way.
Alright,
Now,
fucking kill yourself.
it's been a long time since someone has talked to me like that. Now, before I decide how you die, kneel.
Oh, Neil, I
She
know
is
this
going
one.
to try and force you to kneel. Darius, you are going to need to make an intelligence plus resolve roll
Okay.
versus her dominate.
Intelligence. Resolve. 3.
3. 4. Darius, it's been a very long time since someone told you what to do and you did it. You get on your knees and you watch. She beckons to the rest of them and points at the rest of you. Everyone else makes some sort of dodge roll as they are going to shoot at you.
Okay. How do we dodge?
If you would like to do dexterity plus athletics, or you can do something else if you have ideas for how not to die.
I have some bullshit.
You do.
Fleetness or rapid reflexes. I don't know which would be better here.
Oh,
Fleet.
that is up to you.
Fleetness allows... Yeah.
Rapid reflexes means you don't take a negative to this roll, which I should have applied to everyone, but it's too late now for the waitress.
Okay.
You've rolled. That's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. You failed. Yeah, either you don't take the negative or you can actively increase your pool with a rouse check. It is up to you.
I will actively increase my pool. Can I make a deal with you?
Ooh.
If I do well enough, can I protect the waitress? Since she was on my
Yes.
bike.
Yes.
Okay. What am I rolling?
That is a rouse check, and then that is dexterity plus athletics plus your celerity. You do not get hungrier, but you do
Okay.
get faster.
Athletics plus, say again, I'm so sorry, dexterity plus the 4
Athletics,
celerity.
dexterity plus 4. Hmm. 8 successes. Waitress, you are not where you once were, and you watch a bullet graze past your face and impact into the soil of the verge behind you. It appears someone moved you, but you don't know who or when.
Watch out, kitten.
Lake, please make a dexterity plus athletics minus
Okay.
2 for being
Can you-
shot.
Can you describe the proximity of these individuals to me whilst I do this?
Yes, they are at kind of 30 feet. They've stopped somewhere behind you. Oh, actually, you were on Buffalo's bike and he was shooting at them, so you are probably closer
Okay, how close?
to the ambulance people, who are the 3 people shooting at you, than this woman.
My roll is abysmal, but I do have a plan. How close am I?
Okay. Yeah, you're close enough to move in and start doing something directly to them.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you do get shot, and
Okay.
you take the 1 off of their damage. Oh, you know what? I will roll, just in case. This is... I wasn't going to roll against Connie, by the way. There's no fucking point. 3 successes, so you take 2. You take 3 superficial damage.
And those would be all slashes then, or do I turn
All
the-
slashes, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Woo!
Lake, what
Right.
would you like to do next?
I would like to, I get shot. I assume since I'm a vampire, this doesn't actually hurt too much or slow me down too terribly much.
It's just like having a slightly painful dart thrown at you. It doesn't
Gotcha.
really slow you down because there's nothing to damage in there anymore.
I rush up to these 3, right? That came out of the ambulance.
Yes.
and I lay down an aura of decay. The aura
Excuse
of
me,
decay.
what?
The vampire's connection to the oblivion manifests as an aura which spoils food, poisons waters, wears down structures, and kills living things with their mere presence.
God damn it, Lake. It's gonna be the death of me.
She's terrifying.
I love her.
Thankfully, you're not alive.
Okay. Lake, roll a rouse check and then roll for your oblivion power.
Right. Rouse. Here comes Rouse.
While I look up what the hell this does.
Okay, and then Oblivion power. Got it this time. Okay, so I'm rolling Oblivion. Am I roll what within that are the two stats?
That
I
appears to be stamina plus oblivion.
roll? Stamina plus Oblivion.
Yeah, so discipline in that second box. All the way
The
up
issue I
top.
have with this is it never likes to give me Oblivion as the second.
Oh, it doesn't customize
first
it, I'm
step.
afraid.
Okay. So
So-
what would equate to?
Discipline. It's the one at the top.
Oh, just discipline. Sorry, you've told me that before. Here we go.
It's alright.
And okay,
Oh. Would you like to re-roll 3 dice?
sure.
Spend a point of willpower, then roll 3d10.
Willpower spent and rolling 3d10. 19.
Well, the 8 and the 9 are both above 6, and therefore you get 2 more successes,
Nice. Okay.
which makes that 4. They are rolling stamina plus medicine. And exactly how does this 5
So it's
meters around you?
it's my
Oh
presence.
my god. Okay. If any living thing is caught in the aura contest against the vampire's activation roll, every point of margin, the victim suffers 1 point of unhalved superficial damage. It's slowly applied throughout the scene, but it's still damage. Fuck me. Okay. They're going to take, over the next couple of rounds, 2 superficial damage. What does it look like when everything begins to rot and rust around you? This ambulance is pristine, where it was.
Yeah, I think it just looks like someone's taking a can of spray paint or a brush and dabbing on artfully, you know, kind of like making things look old for a film. But it's actually happening. Things are actually rusting. Bumper falls off one side. Tire shrinks. Probably the back of the limo is starting to show some effects as well. So the bumper entirely falls off, and you just see that kind of crust of rust start taking over the back of the vehicle.
Paint starts to bubble.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, everyone watches in horror as that happens.
I do a thing after that.
No, we should go to the waitress.
Okay. I would like to perform vicissitude.
Yeah, that's a rouse check, and then that is your resolve plus your protein.
Okay.
You do get hungrier.
Okay.
Two successes. You can change 2 things about yourself.
I would like to turn my hands,
No, stop.
elongate my fingers into claws, pretty massive claws, and then I would like to make all of my teeth start to like bulge out and be super, super sharp, like every single one, just full, pointed, jagged. and I'm just going to start eviscerating the closest person near me.
Okay. Before you do that,
Yeah.
where are you taking these from? Are these from your looks, or are they from your physical dots? You can
I
take.
think they're from my looks. Can I do that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I believe. You. Yeah. Don't look beautiful anymore. I'm very sorry.
Okay.
Perhaps in your own
That's fine.
way.
Beautiful to me.
Yeah.
One from your looks and another from somewhere else.
Okay.
Strength, dex, or stamina.
I will take stamina.
Okay.
Okay.
Temporarily, while this is happening, your health will be smaller. But that won't be a problem if you get to them first.
Okay.
And roll your strength plus brawl. I believe.
Yep.
Oh. 4 successes. I believe these weapons count as an extra 2 damage if you do it right. 3 successes. Okay. How do you disembowel a man?
So I leap forward and I dig my claws directly into his stomach. And
Oh,
with a
sorry.
aggressive roar, I rip all of his innards completely out.
Yeah. There are 2 men with pistols right next to you. The viscera of their friend on their faces. Stunned. Connie, it's your go.
I would like to shoot this woman in her beautiful dress. I think I will. I moved out of the way of bullets, and I know she's focused on Darius right now, so I don't know if she sees me, but I will. I will use my unerring aim.
Mm-hmm. Rouse check.
Okay. Do I need to use that now because she doesn't see me? Maybe.
That
Like
is
I'm
up
not
to
sure
you.
when to use that.
That is
That's-
when you absolutely
That's
want to make sure
basically
you hit someone.
yeah.
Basically.
Trinity's dodge this, right? Like they just
Yes.
can't. Well, I'm gonna fucking do it. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do a rouse check for it. Darius would be so fucking pissed if I shot this bitch.
You get hungrier.
Okay. Now I may use this. Correct?
Yes, that is, I think your dexterity plus your firearms.
And do I get to add celerity to it with unerring aim, or how does that work?
No.
No.
The way
okay.
it works is that any successes you get above 1 are applied.
Right.
as
Okay. And because
damage.
they can't dodge. Right. Okay.
They can't dodge unless they're faster than you. Which, she's old, she
Maybe
might be.
possible. Okay. Firearms and dexterity, right?
Firearms plus dexterity. You can re-roll if you want.
I will. And that's 3d10, right?
Yes. In
Much
exchange
better.
for a willpower. There you go.
Yep.
That is 3 successes. So that is 2 successes worth of damage plus your gun, which is another 3. Where are you aiming?
Her head, of course.
You watch in slow motion. One of the few things you can do while this bullet is flying through the air at extreme velocity. And you watch it tear through her hair and shatter into shards on her skull. All you see is a slight red mark, and obviously a few strands of hair floating to the floor.
No bullets, bitches.
Everyone else watches a spark of metal shear against this woman's skull.
That's it for
And
me.
Yep, that's it for you, Darius.
Does this break her concentration somewhat, or not at all?
It does not. The thing that breaks you out of kneeling on the floor is the fact that she strides towards you and takes out her own gun and presses it towards your temple. The fear of death is strong enough that you can do whatever you would like at this point. Unfortunately, she can't make you stay there forever.
You can't do fucking anything yourself, can you? And I would like to spring up and try to bite her literal head off.
Okay.
I have Brawl versus Kindred as a speciality and Brutal Feed.
Oh my god, tear her neck open. Sweet. Darius. Fucking rip her head off. Let's go.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Strength plus brawl. -1 because you're trying to bite her. It would be -2, but you've got a bonus for fighting Kindred.
Strength, Brawl, -1.
Six. Okay, she's gonna try and not have her head ripped off. 3. Okay. That's still 6 successes for you. You clamp your teeth down into her neck and you start to tear. This is tough.
Uh-huh.
You've done this before.
Uh-huh. Tastes like memories.
It also tastes like blood. Are you trying to drink?
Oh yeah. I'm really trying to drink.
Let me quickly check Brutal Feed. Because you can drink much faster than normal people. But yeah, I think you do manage to get some blood. It just depends on exactly how much. Okay, let's take a look at this.
Just ripping chunks off trying to get to the center of this Tootsie Roll.
You bite your Tootsie Rolls, do you?
Yeah, it's the quickest way in.
Oh my god. You have a number of... The victim first takes bite damage, she already has, followed by a number of automatically successful feeding actions up to the user's potence rating. Actions against vampires, the number of feeding actions is halved, rounded down. Armor does not protect you. So, what is your potence halved, rounded down?
My potence. Where is my potence?
It's on the second page. Chronicles?
Shh.
Nope, I'm a liar. It is on the Blood and XP page.
Yeah, it's on core. Your
Oh.
potence should be on core, like halfway down.
So my potency is 3?
Oh, not your
correct?
blood potency, I'm
Oh.
afraid. Your discipline potence.
Oh, okay.
The strength powers you have.
Skill.
Uh,
Skill.
Disciplines, under disciplines, like under all the skills.
3 is my...
Rounded down, halved, that is 1. I was so excited for you for a moment. I was so excited. So she is gotten hungrier by 1, and you have gotten less hungry by 1. You drink old blood. Powerful blood. You did make a deal, but wouldn't it be sweet to just take it all for yourself?
Did I make a deal?
With the caterer, you don't have to honor that.
Oh, that is true, and I need her.
Anyway, she is going to shoot you point blank range. Please make a Dex plus Athletics -2. Okay, that is 3 superficial health damage to you. You feel a bullet tear through your kidney. Everyone watches a spray of blood behind him.
How can something so pathetic taste so good?
Okay. Lake. There are 2 people stood next to you, trying to shoot you. After you've watched one of their friends get eviscerated. Actually, no. One's shooting at the Waitress, one's shooting at Lake. Let's do this. This is for Waitress. This is for Lake. Oh, Lake, that's 5 successes. So both of you make Dex Athletics rolls or do something to defend yourselves.
Okay.
Okay.
I will. I will use Shadow Cloak in an effort to vanish. The vampire shapes ambient shadows to conceal their presence and make themselves more frightening. They add 2 dice to stealth tests and the same amount to intimidation tests against mortals.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a dexterity stealth as you're trying to hide.
Okay.
Pretty dark out here, even with motorway lights ahead and above.
Plus dex.
Oh, Lake. They got a crit. Would you like to reroll 2 dice? Or no?
They critted. Oh boy. I am new to fighting. But sure. I will spend a willpower.
It means you'll take less
And-
damage, essentially.
Okay. And so, 2d10?
2d10.
I'm rolling 2. Okay. 9.
Okay. That saved you some pain as you take another 3 superficial damage, I think.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's not good.
5 minus 2, yes.
Yeah, I don't even know how to...
Oh, would you like me to tell you how aggravated damage
Yeah.
works? Lake.
Yeah.
When you cannot fill up your health bar with any more superficial ticks, you take the damage and you reapply it to the ticks you've already taken,
They become
causing it to
passive.
become aggravated.
Oh.
Unfortunately for you, now that your health bar is full, you take -2 to all physical actions.
Uh-oh.
But you're not down until this thing's full
Okay.
of X's.
Gotcha. And I'm not hidden.
Waitress, you are probably behind the ambulance somewhere
Okay.
in the darkness. but they definitely shot in your direction with a few volleys and clipped you pretty painfully. Waitress, what would you
Yes.
like to do to dodge these bullets?
Has the guy already shot? This is my question.
He's shooting at you.
Okay. Ooh, okay. So I was thinking I would like to, in my hideous appearance, with a growl, whip around and give him eyes of the serpent to immobilize him.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, you can roll that. That. He locks eyes with you. And he's pointing a gun in your direction. And he just pulls the trigger once. And it whips by your face. But he's mesmerized. And you can watch him realize that he cannot move. The only thing that matters to him right now is you. Connie.
I will shoot the other, whichever one was shooting at Lake before she disappeared. And did you cry out when you got hit, Lake?
Ooh, probably not. I'm trying to be pretty sneaky over here.
All right.
So I probably just and took it.
Okay. Whichever one is not engaged in a love stare with the waitress.
Okay.
I will do that.
Yeah, that's... Oh, goodness. Okay.
Oh.
You get a bestial crit. How do you tear this man limb from limb? Your beast rises. There's nothing but rage in your heart. You can feel hatred for this man you just met, and you want to see him inside out.
I think because this is my specialty, I heard how many bullets he fired from his particular gun. And so I make sure to hit him. Maybe, how many times did he hit you? Like,
He has hit me twice, unless he was the first guy that hit me. I've been hit 3 times. This person just hit me twice.
Yeah, that person shot at you twice, probably using like 5-6 bullets.
Mm-hmm.
okay. I shoot into the gut, then into the right arm, and then I finally shoot him in the neck so that he can bleed out.
He collapses in a puddle of his own blood and piss.
And then I turn my attention to Darius and his target and wait.
Yeah, Darius. You have this woman in an embrace.
What are my boys doing while this is happening?
They are probably in on the fray. One of them
Fighting
is
their own bullshit.
Just getting in there.
Yeah.
Good. So as I feed on her, I put my hands on her chest and I push her away, so that chunks of her flesh just rip away with my teeth. But I'm gonna keep hold of her arm, and as she's going back, I'm gonna try and pull her back towards me. And then I'm gonna push the heel of my hand right through her nose. Maybe that can pierce it if bullets can't.
Okay. That sounds... Yeah, that sounds like a strength plus brawl. And remember, if you want
bonus.
to use potence bonus, then... Oh, +1 for your
plus, yeah.
brawling specialty.
Kindred. Do I need to put +1 or can I just put 1?
1. Just put 1. And if you want to do extra damage, you can do a rouse check for your potence.
Yes, I would like to do that.
And if you want to do even more damage, you can roll another rouse check and add 3 dice.
Dokie. Yeah, I mean, I just ate.
You get 1 point hungrier. You're using hers.
Yeah, it's self-sustained energy. How many modifiers then?
So, this is your strength, brawl, plus 4. And then on top of that, you get 3 extra damage once you've rolled.
Oh
is-
my god.
That is 7 successes, plus 2 crits. So you get 11. She's going to try and dodge. She got 3. That brings you down to 8 successes, but then you do extra damage. So let me do just some real quick maths.
I bring the heel of my hand right up to her nose and try and push the cartilage through her fucking brain.
Yeah. That'll do it. Hang on. So you did 11. Darius. Give me 1 second. You take 2 superficial damage.
Oof.
But you mess up her face. You feel the bone pierce into your hand and a shattering pain ripple down your arm. She's looking on her last legs.
You even look like royalty.
I will drink you die, and then see my child. With blood just splattered over her face.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah. Waitress, you're locked in a staring contest.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? You can't look away, otherwise this will be all for nothing.
I'm gonna slowly, holding the gaze, walk towards this man. And then I'm gonna get very, very close. And I'm slowly gonna put my hand into his stomach and up his chest. And just watch him die. Like a puppet.
He looks more and more ill as you see the color and the blood and then sallowness come in, and blooms of bruising and yellow and blue. As Lake's oblivion power takes hold of this now corpse on your hand.
I'll just drop him.
Connie, Lake, Darius is in a 1-to-1.
Are there any humans left alive?
No.
You want to go first, Blake?
You are allowed to stay out of the fight if you want.
If you want.
I mean, I feel like Blake would. This looks like a physical battle that I would not involve myself in. How many corpses are around me?
There's 3. And then
Okay.
a 4th one over by the fighting. They look like they're beginning to decay from your power.
Okay. Going to use ashes to ashes on them just to clean. I'm gonna start cleaning up the mess.
Okay.
We're
I
likely going
think
to be
all
drawing
that
a crowd
requires is
soon.
all that requires is a rouse check.
Okay.
What happens when you use ashes to ashes on these corpses?
So when I use ashes to ashes, it actually disintegrates the corpses, so that there's, there aren't just decayed corpses here now. There's just ash.
Greasy smear of ash on the road.
Mm-hmm. Including the driver of the limousine.
Connie?
I will speed up to Darius and this royal piece of shit, and I will put my gun into her open wound and fire. I'm hoping it's
Do it.
just her skin that is shielded.
You'll find out.
Certainly will. I just rolled the wrong one. Hold on. Firearms plus dexterity. Oof.
Ooh. Would you like to re-roll that or no?
If I don't re-roll it, is it a critical fail like in D&D?
No.
Okay.
A critical fail in this system is no successes.
Okay.
You just
I'll stick with it.
miss.
Yeah, I'll stick with it.
Okay. Yeah, you fire off at her, but again,
Yep.
the bullet doesn't reach the wound. It shatters on impact.
And I will
So-
back up, I suppose, and just
Yeah.
watch Darius.
Yeah, Darius.
So, because of the deal with the caterer, I brought something with me. And I'd like to pull out of my back pocket a wooden stake. And I'm going to stake this bitch.
Just so you know, you will be doing this at a -2 to your dice pool, and you'll need 5 damage to stake her. Otherwise, you'll just hurt her.
Okay. Well, maybe I
If
would
anyone
soften her
can
up
do
a
it.
bit more then.
Up to you. Either way, you'll be damaging her.
So, looking at her,
If
is
you
she
hit.
on her last legs or she's not quite there yet?
She's stumbling. There's blood all over her dress. She is not quite at the stage where you see fatigue and like just her body becoming a wreck. She's not
Then
at any disadvantage from
Then I
damage
pull out.
yet.
I pull out this stake. She's not quite ready, so I'm going to lean in and I'm going to kick her right in the stomach. And as she bends double, I'm going to bring my knee up back to her head. Try and crack her skull.
Okay. Yeah. Do your worst.
I don't want to do a rouse check for this, though.
Fair enough. You still get the extra damage from your potence, though. That lasts for the whole scene.
Okay. Is it still +1, though? It's the damage
Plus
later.
1. Yep.
Fucking hell.
Holy shit.
I don't fuck around.
Oh, she got a crit. So that's 4 successes for her. Still not enough to defend. You do 3 for your potence. What's 7 minus 4? 3. So, oof. Now she is looking on her last legs. Waitress, yoga.
What do I see that's left that's going on here?
You see corpses rotting behind you. You see Darius beating the shit out of a woman. You see cars beginning to slow down and surround you from the direction of traffic. In one place. We're blocked off that way.
Okay.
You see a slowly rusting ambulance and a limo.
Do I know what's in the ambulance?
No. Aside from people, not anymore.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna sidle up to Connie and just... What do we do now?
Hey, kitten. We just watch.
Okay. I'm still looking horrifying, by the way, just so everyone knows.
Little kitty's got claws.
And is that what you want to do with your turn?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Darius, I would like you to make me a roll to defend yourself against this woman's gaze. Please roll composure plus resolve. Four successes. Okay. She looks at you, and all you feel is pure hate.
Oh yeah.
Directed right back at you, reflected in your own image in her eyes. You watch her fangs elongate. She says, "You are trying my patience. Leave me alone or die!" Everyone else watches Darius take one step back. If you would like to act for any future turns, you will need to spend a willpower point. Darius, what do you do?
I burn a willpower. And I'm gonna make some blue blood kebab. You have to push her on the ground and just bring it down into her chest. With all the hate she just threw at me, it's nothing to the hate I have for her and her kind.
You're going to need to make a strength plus melee roll -1. And you can add whatever you would like to that.
Oh,
If
do I
you
get
want
my
to do
potence
rouse
still?
checks, you still get your potence for the damage.
I
But
will do another rouse check.
you probably want those 3 extra dice. Yeah, roll 3d10. And you could also spend more willpower to roll another 3d10 if you really think you're not going to make it.
No, this is important.
Yeah. Roll
I'll burn another one.
3d... Fuck. Yeah. Roll 3d10 and then let's see how you do. That is 3 dice again to reroll. Because that 4 and the other 2 from before you can reroll. Okay. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. Plus 3 damage. Let's see how she does after she's gotten fucked up. It's not enough. She screams at you. Her last breath before going limp.
Oh, fucking hell, boys!
And you begin to load her on a motorcycle. You check the back of the ambulance. There are a vast number of blood bags.
I assume the ambulance isn't drivable anymore.
No, this thing's fucked.
Ah, shit. Alright, boys, stock up. Get where you can.
You heard him. Kitten? Sweetie?
Yeah.
Eat up.
On it.
Everyone alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Buffalo is like, hell yeah, victory drinks, and he grabs one of the blood bags, tears into it, just pours it down his gullet. He's covered in red, and then you watch him throw it back up. Oh, that's fucking rank! Oh,
What's wrong with it?
the fuck did you do to this ambulance? Jesus shit! Oh, it's rancid.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I was just... Sorry.
Is that?
She kicked
You
ass is
fucking
what?
should be.
No, shut
Just
the fuck
check
up.
it.
She kicked ass and you didn't shit.
I kicked the shit, and she's like begins to make excuses for himself.
Buffalo, I'll get you a Capri Sun when we get home, alright?
Fucking better. And you ride away on your motorcycles. And in the distance, the wind begins to pick up. And we switch scene to a lone man in a tower. Lionel Orsova. Prince Lionel Orsova. You sit there in your office, contemplating the night ahead of you. And your sire, Constance Vestlandet, sits in a leather chair in one corner with her fingers steepled. So you know the plan.
I understand about as much of it as I possibly can until we locate days.
Yes, well, you should have the proper resources for this, yes?
I have acquired the appropriate resources.
Good. All you need to promise me is that the city will be in order by the time she arrives.
It will be done.
For the clan.
For the Vendro.
She gets up and, in an act of uncharacteristic kindness. Puts her hand on your face and you feel it is cold. You are my child, and this clan will bestow on you the highest honors.
You know that is not necessary, but I appreciate it, my sire.
I chose you well. And you have proven a noble soldier. One day you will overcome your curse. And be raised among the greatest of us. How are you feeling in this moment, Lionel?
I do only what is necessary of me, and so, while I appreciate my efforts being recognized, I feel as though I have simply done what I have always done and what I am good at, being a soldier. I feel calm.
What preparations have you made for this meeting?
Well, I have invited Vasa. I have left the sheriff and 9 to their usual work. I have Reaper here. I shall provide him with his child, Kai, at the end of the meeting. But he will do as I ask. I have, of course, something else prepared. However, I think I need little more than for them to be presented to me.
In front of an audience, no less. The younger kindred will learn what happens if they turn Anarch. And so, Khan stands up, flings open your door. And says, just focus on your loyalty to the clan. And then she leaves.
I will have stood up as she left, nodded, and I shall sit back down.
All there is left to do is attend the meeting and show everyone what you got.
I shall wait here.
Nick walks in, dutifully. Everything's arranged, sir.
Good. When they arrive, send them up.
Yeah. I've organized the big conference room. Everyone's waiting for you. Right through here, sir.
Very good. I stand up and follow him.
Who is coming to this meeting? All of you can.
I'll obviously be there.
Darius, you arrive to a battle of the bands outside of the Beeston Tower. On your way in, you're met by a man named Nick, and you notice on one of the walls, spray painted, is a neon flame.
It's kind of familiar.
And it looks very familiar. And you and whatever Anarchs are with you filter inside.
I would have definitely asked Connie to come. And I would have let anyone else who wanted to come, but I wouldn't make them come.
I probably would have wanted to come.
If they're going, I'm going.
Solidarity. You arrive at one end of a very long conference table with a seat at the other end and a dozen or so younger looking kindred lining the sides of this room. And a very fancily dressed man in a suit and a red lapel pin looks stern at you. Good evening. My name is Vess Jones. Allow me to introduce your prince, Lionel Orsofa. And he gestures to a door.
I step through, glancing at none of them. Step to my seat, sit down, look down the center of the table, and say, as you know, then I will glance towards Darius. Violence is strictly prohibited within Elysium. And then I glance towards Connie. Individuals are expected to keep their tempers in check, though you may feel that you operate outside of the understanding of Elysium. I would ask that you could remain reasonable for our discussion. You are free to step out unharmed if you cannot command yourself.
Lovely.
How do they look? Do they have any wounds and stuff?
Have any of you attempted to heal at all?
I would have attempted to heal.
We would have attempted to heal if we had time.
You absolutely had time. Just so you know, I believe everyone but the waitress can heal 2 superficial damage per rouse check. Waitress, you heal 1.
Okay.
Can I have fed on buffalo?
You would have been into it.
I would also like to roll to make myself look normal again before
Absolutely.
having come here?
Yes.
Is there a limit to how many rose checks I can do?
No. Until you get hungry.
Go into a frenzy.
Mm.
I have some minor scratches. Basically nothing.
Waitress, you
Yeah.
return to normal, and you regain that stamina point.
Thank you. Am I beautiful again as well?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah. They probably have some minor scratches on them.
I don't.
To business first. Anarchs. Welcome to Manchester.
Thanks, it's a shithole. I like it.
You should know that one of yours has already been taken in by the sheriff on a masquerade break.
Who the fuck's
A
missing?
thin blood.
Stand up immediately. What? Going back now.
There is. Sit down. Sit down.
I don't sit, but I stop leaning over the desk.
He is dangerously ill-informed, even for a young vampire, which gives me an idea of how well-structured your organization is. And let it be known that organization is a polite overstatement.
Structure? We're not fucking Amazon.
My words are not intended as a threat, Anarch.
Yeah, you've got one of my people.
Move against me again, and you will learn how well-structured my organization is.
Now that's a threat.
Hey, that was 7 out of 10.
And interesting, you would come all the way back to the scene of the crime so brazenly, Bruja.
The crime?
Tell me, did you pay for those crimes?
What crimes? Was it when I fucking murdered my entire group? No, that wasn't me. Definitely
The
wasn't.
entire time I'm staring at Connie.
What fucking crimes you got this time? Did we break a rule?
Yes,
Oh no,
you did.
littering was it?
When my sheriff finds the appropriate evidence, you shall find out.
So, you'll tell me what my crimes are when you figure out what
Is
the
there
crime
any
is.
particular reason you are in my city?
Yes, sightseeing. Some good bands in Manchester.
Very well. What do you want? Money? Blood? Position?
No, I literally want nothing.
Perhaps you would like your unlife.
Sorry, I got nostalgic for being threatened by a prince.
The threat does not come from me, for I fall under the same position as you, and you, and you, all of us.
No, you.
No, there is a threat that comes for each of us. Bruja, Anarchs, Ventru, Camarilla, or nay, hunters. Here, in Manchester.
Hunters? Fuck you on about?
And you are low-hanging fruit, at the moment. After your stunt at the warehouse.
Wasn't a stunt.
Either way, they have your scent. I am willing to work with you, to help you to survive.
This is what the meeting's about. Right.
You may
All right.
take this olive branch and this offering, or you can deal with it on your own, but it is a threat to all of us and our survival all the same.
Sounds familiar.
Interesting. You crawl out of a hole after 200 years, now, of all times.
You come around after 200 years now, of all times.
Well, there was a power vacuum. You look confused. Power is something that you have never achieved.
I have no fucking idea what power is.
Shut up, Darius.
Just sit down.
Tell us about these hunters, Lionel.
They have been taking out young vampires, weak vampires. Amateurish, but they know about us, kindred. You tell me what you want, and I shall let you find them and kill them. In exchange, you may have what it is you desire. I have no time for ancient, petty grievances. I am Prince now, and I look out for all of us. This is my city.
I don't think you can give us what we want, Lionel.
And what is it you want?
Same old, same old.
Preaching the
all to work
same
together.
song.
Mm-hmm.
It's over. You lost. The Camarilla remains in place and firmly in control. More importantly, the masquerade is upheld barely, thanks to the efforts of brutes, mutts, and strays like you all. And now we have this new threat on our doorstep. And you can ride up and down the country as much as you like, yet the threat remains. And grows. Place aside the wants for how to rule with and whom and how, in place of simple survival.
Can't even grasp the fucking concept, can you?
And what is it that you want?
I want your lot gone. When your boot heels off licks. I want you to shut the fuck up.
You want open warfare, chaos among the kindred. Mortal hunters slaying your closest. You think you can do a better job than the Camarilla?
You think you're doing a good job? You know your
You
problem?
have to be at least as old as I am. No? And yet here you are acting like an infant. Making a mess. That's all you seem to be doing. like a toddler unable to restrain itself.
Your problem is, you only think of the world as a box. And you fill that box, every corner, with your sickness, your control. Obey and conform. You don't even fucking realize you are one fucking box on a shelf.
Someone shall have to take control, always. Will that be you? If so, will you not enforce your own rules? And will those rules not be twisted?
Every lick, yes to say.
Slowly but surely, your new Camarilla would shape itself back into that which we have now,
No,
as it has always done.
always done. How long's the fucking Camarilla been around?
Perhaps you would like to go back to Neolithic times. Do you think we wouldn't reinvent the fire, and step by step you'd find yourselves right back here?
You try and control the fire. You can't see the beauty in it. You don't create, you destroy. You crush the creativity that invented fire. You have zero concept outside your own little fucking box.
This is about survival. You would bring about a few hundred years of chaos in an effort for temporary, superfluous change, so that you can feel what? That your unlife has purpose. It's pathetic. Tradition, rules, and control. Life is complicated, but the Camarilla allows us to streamline the complications for survival.
By crushing life itself.
Let the fire burn out of control and it will consume everything.
Forest fires promote growth. They get rid of the dead wood, bring in the new. The world turns.
You don't need to respect me, Anarch, but perhaps you could try some self-respect.
He has more self-respect than you do.
Interesting. Coming from an animal, unable to contain its simple and vile needs.
Control again. That's all you got?
Well then, I suppose I should treat you as animals then.
Don't you already?
Well, you believe we should give votes to dogs and cats. An uninformed man is no better.
Yet here you are asking the dogs and the cats to help you. So why shouldn't we get a say? Still can't do it
I-
yourself, can you, Lionel?
Have not offered you help. I have extended an opportunity to you while you sit under the umbrella of my rule.
No, you've begged us for help. Something that's hunting you as well. So
Then-
band together. Let's follow the rules. Let's be fucking quiet. Sit down, shut up, do as you're told.
You are free to fend for yourselves. In this, my city. You are new to it. You have what? One friend? Who fumbled her only chance at power last year.
I'm surprised someone like you is thinking in short term, Lionel.
you have no interest in your own survival, so be it. I tried to help you, welcome you.
No, you tried to make us conform. There's a difference. What fucking threat is the Prince of fucking Manchester scared of?
Mortals,
Couple of
apparently. Hunters. ooh.
Mortals. Alright.
Very well. On to the next matter. You may leave.
Ladies, after you.
And Connie. Never forget that your blood is dog shit, and you immediately proved that to him.
You look tired, Lionel.
Well then, Vasa, as I suspected, I cannot trust someone to control others who cannot control themselves. We shall deal with this threat ourselves. And they will die in the street like the animals they are.
They will have no protection from the Camarilla, sir. And I will inform the sheriff that there need to be further measures.
Several masquerade breaks. And one that is 200 years old that has yet to be addressed.
Sir?
Have their establishment watched and prepared.
It already is.
Good. Kill the weaker members. Use the masquerade rules to justify it.
Everything we do is justified, my prince.
Reaper.
Yeah, what?
The
Sorry,
thin blood.
sir. Yeah, what are we doing with him? I want to take responsibility. He's mine. I want to take responsibility.
For now, you will work with the sheriff and do exactly what Vasa asks of you until further notice. However, the thin blood is all yours. Do you agree to these terms?
Agreed.
And when the Anarchs leave my city, one way or the other, you may return to London.
Of course.
Very well. Mortal matters then.
He turns around and scurries out.
Vasa, your businesses, are they proving to be beneficial to us?
Of course, sir. Thank you, everyone, for watching Leech, episode 3.
I'm leaving the cheering because it's
I-
fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Dude, that was so good.
Oh my
Episode
god.
3, what?
Brad, one day I'm gonna have a scene with you that I don't like.
One
with
day,
every
maybe.
fiber of my being.
That was fucking amazing.
That was so
Dude,
good.
that was incredible.
As soon as Lionel was back
Oh
on
my
screen
God.
again, I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, yep.
It's been so long.
It's been
Oh,
Wow,
shit,
points.
guys.
Everyone give all their
So
points
Jesus.
to Lionel.
Yep.
Even
Yeah,
though it would
actually.
not benefit the Anarchs.
Oh, I'm fully in character. I hate him. He is literally the man.
Mhm.
Me too.
Yeah, you really. I was wondering what Darius was going to do there. You really kept up. Holy shit.
Oh God.
There were so many different variations of how that could have
Yeah.
gone going through my head. Like, oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
I'm actually impressed that they didn't just run across the table and attack him.
Oh,
Might
I
have done
was.
if Connie wasn't there, gonna be honest.
I was
Getting
this
high,
close
wasn't
to
there?
making Darius do a frenzy check, but then Connie was just there, like, whoa.
Shut up. Down dog.
Shut up. That was so good.
Yeah.
Sit, boy, sit.
Yeah.
Good dog.
Well, I guess I can't say that. Never mind. I can't talk
I
about
did
that
what
stuff.
she told me without doing what she told me.
Yeah. It was more like step off. He's talking to me, right? Like you
Yeah.
don't need to defend me.
Mhm.
He's
I just
insulting
hate
me,
this
right?
being with every fiber of my body.
Yeah, you could feel that. That was,
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
was
I
intense
hate
on
him
both y'all's
too.
part.
Ooh.
So
awful.
another year, Brad has made the sales of turtlenecks go up by 4 million%.
Yes.
Looking sharp there, bud. Looking sharp.
I'm
So
fucking
good.
lucky I still had it. We had to go through a bunch of shit because we moved house.
Oh no.
Emma,
Where's
where's the
my Lionel
turtlenecks? Oh God.
I require the turtleneck.
I require the turtleneck. I have a very big meeting. Boys.
Dude. My
I
mind
was
is
so
blown.
excited
So
for
speechless.
Darius to meet Lionel. Can I go first? Oh, can I go first?
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Brad.
Yeah.
Brad. The
Mhm.
cool shit that happened that episode, and then you fucking come in with actual Lionel, the man.
Yeah.
Like, everything is inconsequential. You can't. Nothing outside the sorry, I'm fanboying a bit, but
It was so
Brad, you
good.
get my point. 1,000,000%.
He
'Cause-
gets a point from all of us, and then we also get to give other people points.
Oh, if I pick something specific.
You
When
want
he
to
called us
give the big
mongrels, there we go.
The big
and then
bad
you can pick
Yeah,
out
experience.
specific
enemy.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the thing that got me. I was like,
Fucking-
oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
You know this
I
true,
love-
Josh. We're gonna do it,
Yeah.
even if it's.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna get
Gonna hurt
yourself
us.
killed giving me giving him all
Yeah.
this XP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's already pretty fucking strong. I'm just gonna tell you now.
He's got a full season of XP already.
Strong.
Yeah.
He's alright.
You're fine. It's probably fine.
He's alright.
It's fine.
If we are going, then I can go next.
Yeah.
I feel like PB really fucking sold her role with the waitress. So like
Oh.
protecting her, calling her kitten, and then when she made that comment about how the kitten has claws, I was like, oh my god, she's so good. I want my point to go to PB because
Oh,
that was really awesome.
Thank you.
Can I give my point?
Yeah.
Yes. Still in Lionel, I
Um,
see.
Can I give my point? No, I would have waited until you all finished talking about irrelevant things. My point goes for windshield bum attack.
Yeah, dude, that was so good.
Yeah.
That was so fucking good.
I don't even give a shit.
Ass
Kai,
through the
did you see
glass.
that?
I'm like, he's not
Kai would have been flipping
stopping.
his shit.
What do I do?
I liked a lot of the stuff because I was sat waiting in the wings here, and poor Kai got to miss out on the big fight. Though probably he would have actually been beaten up during that one. Maybe, who knows? But I got to sit back and watch for a lot of this, and that whole fight was fucking epic. I was so on the side of Constance because I'm sitting here like, oh, I'm dressed as Lionel today, so I guess I'm on his side. So I was like, I'll root for her, knowing that she's the fucking shitty little fucking NPC. I'm sitting here screaming like, come on, let's go. And she goes down like a bitch. God damn it.
Oh, it was she.
But I hope I
she's
never
got.
find out how she went.
Oh my god.
I hope
she
you do.
was. She was taking hits like a fucking champ. She was the last thing she was gonna do was run the fuck away, and you won't be able to stop her when she does that. I was like, this is it. She's gonna fucking go. She's gonna mesmerize the driver, and they're gonna drive her off. But no, you were like one turn away from losing her. I was
I don't know if running
really
away
sad
would have been
/ happy. I don't know. There's consequences for
proud
everything,
either.
but whatever.
Yeah, it was good
Yeah.
though. The whole.
I think we got the caterer now, though. She'll
Yeah.
probably help us.
I very much enjoyed the first couple of scenes at the bar, but I really liked being able to just sit back and watch the fight. Kind of like, obviously I was invested on both sides, because like the Kai part of me is like, come on, fucking rip her head off.
Yeah.
And then the Lionel part of me is like, fucking surely you can do better than this, god damn it. But it was just it was a fucking cool, it was a cool scene, I think, overall. I could see the whole fight. It was very visceral. But the windshield bum attack was probably my favorite thing. The Kai and the Lionel put aside, the Brad part of me did enjoy a windshield bum attack.
I'll go next. Excuse me, feral kitten, face morphing, backstory reveal. Unbelievable. Came up from the ground. Okay. I'll give my point to
Yeah,
Mercs
that was
for
amazing.
That. Yeah, that was crazy.
Thank
It was a
you.
lot
I didn't
of,
know.
like,
Mergs, I did this whole time.
Waitress
I
stuff.
didn't know. And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's a
It was very much
shovelette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the
Shovelhead, yeah.
Waitress reveals were good.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Discord's gonna be popping off
Yep.
this
Mhm.
week.
Mm-hmm.
Someone got it.
Discord.
Someone got it a couple of days ago.
Really?
Josh messaged me and was like, someone figured it out. And I was like, yes.
That's always fun. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Everyone else was like, I don't know, maybe Caitiff, maybe Torador, maybe, oh, I don't know.
I was leaning Toreador because she's very amiable,
Very polite.
very polite.
Mhm.
A polite landlady. Can't call her the waitress anymore. She's the landlady.
Well,
Perfect.
I
I'm
had
sure
this
she has a
mad
real
theory
name.
going in my head that maybe she was 9 at the first. And I was like, if they do some crazy shit like that,
Yeah.
that would have been so fun if you were like, Tuesday was like, hey, what if you played 9? I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that happen on a show. But it would've been-
This is what happens when a player says, I have amnesia. And I just get to go, oh, yes. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Okay, I'm gonna give my point to Lake, who just walks in and literally
Yep.
sucks the life out of everything and makes it rot. She just like walks in and is just like, death upon all of you. It's so metal. The
She
powers
also
that you
took a
have
lot
and
of
like the
hits,
use.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did.
Tank.
They got
Yeah,
beat
just
up.
so incredible. Yeah.
Every time Lake reveals a
Don't worry.
discipline,
Oh.
I am
Mhm.
like, it's so fun.
Yeah.
Because he's
Yeah.
always so far out of what, like, we're all seeing each other run around and fucking punch shit. And
Yeah.
you're like, okay,
Tear
yeah, he's
things
drinking a
apart.
human being with his teeth in his mouth. And then
Yeah.
Lake is
Lake's
like,
just like,
I
I
rot
rot everything
inside
around
me.
me.
You're like, what the fuck are you doing? So she's like, yeah, it's no big deal. By the way, check this skeleton
How
out.
many
Done.
dead
It's
people
like-
are around me? Just, asking for a friend in case I want to raise them,
Yeah.
It's just so
I disintegrate them, so
fun
there's
to
no
see.
evidence.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's so
god.
Oh my god, does that get rid of the crime scene? You beauty.
She sort of
There was
did,
an
yeah.
attempt. An attempt was made.
They're
Mhm.
they're gonna
We'll see.
probably be like, what the hell happened in this old ambulance, right? That's gonna be
Yeah,
hard
yeah,
to explain.
basically.
Yeah.
And all
On
this
any,
rancid blood.
Any other day, I'd be like, yeah, they're never gonna work it out. But the sheriff is Sophia, so now I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
The moment you said that, like, oh, I'm gonna send Sophie, I was like, oh no.
Uh-oh.
Because I know what her
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I
bullshit
don't even know
is.
if I was allowed to do that, Josh, but I was like, who am I sending after them?
Yeah,
That's the
it's-
sheriff.
she's
Yeah,
your
that's her job.
fucking
Yeah,
dog.
she's your dog. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I just mean from the fucking the production side of things, where I was like, send in Sophia. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Myself, like, send in that crazy bitch.
I don't want to be there. I don't want to see that shit. It's gross.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. Oh, my
scary.
fucking
Amazing
God.
show, guys.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it was so
Lot
good.
versus Sophia is. I was gonna say it would be interesting to see, but it is more likely gonna be interesting to see. I don't know. I don't know how it goes. I don't know.
See?
I don't know
If
what
it
you've
gets
got planned in that
described, maybe it happens.
crazy mind of yours, Joshua.
Oh, I've got wheels within wheels, man. Puzzles within puzzles. Can I be really cheeky?
Yes.
Always.
Everyone, including for letting me do this, everyone can get 1 XP, including Kai, whether he's alive next week or not. But I just want to get this one last hit in,
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh dear.
because Vasa turns to, I keep wanting to say Papa Lion. He turns to Lionel, Prince Lionel, and just says, "You did notice there was a necromancer there, didn't you? We'll have to revisit the treaty." I'm so sorry, Lake. But that was like the one thing I had
Ooh,
written down that I didn't say.
You know what? You know what fucking Lionel hates after last year? Necromancy. Bump that up on the priority would probably be some sort of response.
All the vampires on the show today are terrifying, but none is as terrifying as the fucking Bloodmaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. XP
To be
to
fair though, like
Bloodmaster.
I don't know like who any of you are except for 2 of you, and I did give him the order of kill the weaker members, which is all of you and me, Kai.
Yeah,
them
you
all.
kind
I
of signed
can't
your own
stop
death
trying to
warrant
kill
there,
his
man.
character.
Like, really, the only ones that would probably not sit under that would be Connie, Darius, and I guess the caterer. I don't know who the waitress is, and I don't know who Lake is. I don't genuinely, out of character, have no idea how old you are or anything about you guys, but as far as I think within character as Lionel is concerned, those 2 nobodies that sat at a table and didn't say anything. Chop off the heads, please. Hey, Vasa, chop off the heads. Send in that fucking psycho bitch who never comes round anymore.
You got it,
Oh, I'm sure
boss.
she's. Never mind.
Yeah, I know. But we probably always do the exact thing that we did last year, where they fucking stare at each other.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because he
We're
has this
after
thing, and
showing. We
I
should save
didn't.
the after show for when the after show.
I didn't mention.
Oh
it,
yeah, tomorrow.
I didn't mention it today, but like Lionel does have like awe and shit. So like he has this fucking weird presence in a room, like which is mechanical and shit. So
I remembered
like
that.
being
so I was
in the
trying to
room
keep
with
eye
him
contact.
is fucking
Yeah.
horrific. You know,
Yeah.
like I love that element. In that just as soon as you're near him, he's got that weird animalistic stare. Like
Yeah, very
he has
obvious
the-
predator, like
he has
lizard
the
eyes
thing,
for
the
fuck's
obvious
sake.
predator
Yeah.
thing where he's just fucking just terrifying. Now that's probably more for mortals and stuff, but yeah, he has that whole thing. But the Sophia was like one of the only characters that came in and was. Everyone else is just like, oh fucking don't look at him.
Yeah.
And Sophia was like,
Oh, hello. Hannibal
I like
Lecter meets
I
Will
like that
Graham.
Is anyone else's turtleneck really tight right about now?
Lionel is always out. Sophia's like, hey, I got something to show you, and he's like, yeah, show it to Vasa, and he does the thing where he's like, fucking always like throws like bed sheets that are tied together out of the window of the Beeston Tower and climbing down to get away from her. Just avoiding her like the plague.
She's just stalking you, following you around.
For sure, I doubt it.
That might actually be true.
You have to have a Lionel Sophia talk at some point, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my god.
I know how I would use Sophia as Lionel.
That's important.
But I
yeah.
don't know how she would respond to it.
Yeah, some of the last things Josh
But it's a
told me.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
Tune in
we'll
next
figure it out.
week.
Yeah, next week. But tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, Mergs does the Leech aftercare.
I'm
No?
not
No.
doing the aftercare tomorrow,
Who is
unfortunately.
doing
No.
it?
Josh is doing.
Oh,
the-
is Josh doing it
And
tomorrow?
Josh is
I don't
doing
know,
the
I just-
aftercare.
I can do
nominated
that.
Josh
Yeah,
'cause he's-
sure.
Cool. Josh is doing the aftercare
I'm gonna
tomorrow.
have to keep my trap shut. Otherwise, everyone will know what happens for the
This
next
is
few
why I don't do
episodes.
them for
Yeah.
my own shows either. I'm like, I will not be able to do this
You can do it,
without
Josh.
being like.
I'm just
"Oh,
going to
yeah."
ask leading questions like, how does that make you feel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Tell me about your
Yay.
side.
Yeah.
Come back next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, come back next week. Is that it? We never do shout outs on this fucking thing.
Nope.
Except go follow Josh. YouTube
Josh did a
channel.
great job as
and
well. He never
his
gets
Twitch
a shout
channel.
out for like XP
Yeah.
reasons.
Yeah. My
Always the best.
podcast is coming back soon. Stitch of Fate,
Stitch of
if you want
Fate,
more
yeah,
vampires.
yeah.
Season 3.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
check that
yeah.
out.
Perfect.
That'll awesome.
Yes.
Hey, bye, bitches.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll wait for that fucking violin.